To the trading mantra. In the last video, I have discussed about pivot points, a simple way to understand sideways market using pivot points. So now let me make an add-on. Now let's compare different time frame and decide the direction or the trend on an intraday basis. Same thing can be applied and check. So now what I will do is I will compare 30 minutes with 5 minutes. Same if you are a kind of a swing trader or positional, you can start comparing with 60-minute to 15-minute time frame, and 1 hour with 30 minute, and daily time frame with 30 minute. Okay, so now let's focus on an intraday basis. Last This current week trading session, after one trending day, markets were in a sideways, more in a very tight range. I'm speaking about Bank Nifty. So on this kind of trading session, how can we understand or how can we get a clue that who are in more control in the market? That means simple logic. When I say who are in the control, either buyers or sellers, in a very simple language. So now this 1 hour of trading auction which we got on April 5th, a trending auction towards downside which has almost pushed Bank Nifty. This 1 hour range has almost pushed Bank Nifty to 1200 points down move. So post this trading session, later on the trading session ended in a sideways mode, and on the next trading session this entire zone is very obvious that sellers have been taking more control in this entire range to push the price towards downside. So on the next upcoming trading session, this was again a sideways auction, and one attempt made from the buyers to push the price towards upside. Now look at the volumes were also decent, but still price not managed to aggressively move towards upside. I will just give more focused on towards this trading session and on the last Friday's trading session. Why I'm specially doing this is, so this is the first bigger down move for the entire trading week, that is around 1000 to 1200 points. So generally on this kind of a down move, of or I can say midpoint of this range plays very important role. This can be new to few traders, or traders few may be aware of it, but if you are new to this kind of topic, just make sure to focus more now. So this 1 hour of clear down move important is, in this entire range, first we need to focus on the midpoint. For example, this is 34,000 and this low is around 32 600 600 or 700. Let's take 700. So 1300 points, that means 650 points is the midpoint of this 1300. So this midpoint zone, this entire zone will play an important role to check how the sellers are reacting. If buyers who are trying to come here at every lower levels, if they are really stronger, they should cross this midpoint range and they should auction above it, so that these sellers who are pushing the price down, these sellers who have pushed the price down, their strength will be tested. So on this trading session, the buyers tried to push the price up, but somehow the buyers got exhausted. When I say buyers getting exhausted, that means new business buyers are not so much interested, are not so much dominating than these sellers to push the price towards downside. When I use the word dominance, simple volumes. Volumes plays an important role to push the price towards upside or a downside in a trending move. Like we got this trending move, we required same set of volumes so that the seller strength might get tested. But at this point of juncture, the buyers have not given or not shown much interest to push the price towards upside. So moving on to the next trading session, what happened here? I'm just trying to compare. First I want to show you the 30-minute time frame framework, and I will go back to the 5 minute and I will show you what is happening on this two trading session. So now this is a point in this entire week, 1 2 3 trading session. In this entire week, this is the point where buyers have been stopped. This was the point 1 which has been crossed by the buyers, and this is the point 2 where the buyers have been stopped by these sellers. These are the strong sellers. I'm using word strong sellers. Okay. So now on the next trading session, again look at this sideways auction. This is the 30-minute 1.5 hours of sideways auction. Still the buyers are struggling. At which location? This midpoint zone. I'm again using this midpoint zone. Okay, so this is April 8th trading session. Let me move on and show you on a 5 minute time frame from the opening tick what was happening. So same, this is 8th April chart of a 5 minute time frame. After the first 5 minute upside move, just you can clearly note it down here, price is trying to move up, but there is no follow through. And look at the volumes with the first 5 minute volume, and then when price is breaking the day high and trying to move up, the volumes are low comparing to the first 5 minute volume. At which location? That is very important. Everywhere we can't compare. At the location where already the buyers yesterday got exhausted, or I can say sellers who try to come in and stop the upside move, whatever, whichever we can take it out. But here there is a struggle. So now price aggressively moving down, but still there is no clear sign of even immediate downside. Price is trying to roam around here in a sideways auction. If you clearly look at this is the first 5 minute range. After an upside attempt failed and a downside attempt failed, price was inside first 5 minute range for almost till 11:30. Till 11:30. Now I will use the pivot which I was discussing. So as per this pivot, this is R1, resistance 1, but price is more spending time above the resistance 1 level but failing to trade above VWAP. Interesting here is price is easily spending more time above resistance 1 with low volumes but failing to trade above VWAP. At which location? On a 30-minute time frame, go back and check the midpoint range, the exhaustion. So this is giving us an immediate clue that somehow the selling pressure is still actively in the market, and buyers have been given so much time to push the price towards upside. This is almost 2 hours of auction on an intraday basis to push the price downside. So clearly the buyers are failing despite prices trading above the resistance 1. Price is failing. Why? Look at the volume. That is what I am again and again trying to give a picturize about. Volumes plays how important for low volumes despite price above resistance 1, low volumes. And if you go back and check the location, it is the midpoint zone where which the buyers are struggling. So somehow sellers are showing that we are not easily allowing the price to move towards upside. So we got a first down move, I can say a breakout, and then the follow through. Now one more time, this is pivot. Exactly at the pivot, price trying to reverse up, but now again look at the volumes. There is drastic down, the same kind of volumes which was happening in this tight balance range. It is again developing low volume buyers. So low volume buyers, already price is more in control of the sellers, which we got clear in from a 30-minute. Now also on the 5 minute, price is struggling here. One more struggle and price is below VWAP. More struggle. So now this low volume zone of buyers attempt, so traders no point in getting distracted expecting that pivot will get a support. Look at the volumes, because most traders what they do is price is trying to move down and getting a small support near the pivot and small up move. This attracts more trader to take a buy side trade. Don't do this mistake. Just start comparing with a different time frame to get more additional clue, or minimum look at the volumes. What is happening, whether the buyers who are coming in are big players or retail traders. Retail traders creates low volume, big players creates bigger volume. Always make sure to have this point in your mind. And what is happening, this low volume can't push the price up, so again it is clearing the pivot easily towards downside. Despite of prices clearing pivot and going below 3300, now where is the price? Go back and check on a 30-minute time frame. 3300, which is around here. This is the same point where price started moving into sideways after buyers pushing the price up. So definitely prices in the sideways where buyers have pushed the price up. So minimum one attempt buyers will make to defend here. Why I'm telling it minimum one attempt is because even the sellers who are pushing the price down, they don't have very huge volumes. I'm just comparing with this first 5-minute candle. This is the highest volume for this trading session. So come till this volume, till 2 before 2:30. Okay. If we are in the market at 12 p.m., if you look at the volume, this is the highest volume. Even despite sellers pushing price down, the volumes are not breaching, are going above the first 5 minutes volume. So still selling volume is also no strong. So one minimum attempt can be made from the buyers. That is what they have done it. But now remember where price again stopped, exactly in this same zone. So now I will go back and show you what is this zone. This is the same zone here. This is the same zone where price stop. What is the zone? Again, this midpoint range. If buyers are not even ready to cross the midpoint or mid zone of this aggressive sellers, forget about upside. No chance. Forget about upside. That is clearly giving a clue that the new business buyers are lagging in their business to push the price towards upside. Now let me show you on further auction development. If one more time buyers are failing same zone of selling, it is very easy for the sellers to now push the price down and close the bank nifty near day low, because buyers failing multiple time and price is in the mid zone of the sellers. Important why I'm doing this video especially is to compare 30-minute with 5-minute. Whenever the trending move is coming, taking trades might be easier, but when price is in sideways, very important is to understand what big players are positioning themselves, or what big players is trying to auction in the market or build their huge quantity. That is what I'm again and again telling. Big players play with big quantities. Retail traders can't push the price in a trending mode. Only retail trader can do is push the price in a sideways mode. Yes, if a retail trader have a huge capital, yes, he can do this one candle move maximum. Okay, beyond that he will get dried out with the capital. Okay, but it will be not any it will not give any benefit to a trader who, even as a retail trader, even he has a huge capital, but they can't move the price like this. After this is happening post nearby 2 p.m. So this entire trading session, this was so much time for a trader, a big player, to position themselves. And this is very obviously giving a clue. In a 30-minute, price is struggling here multiple time. Now what is the location? Selling location. Now I want to ask a small question. Why, looking at this price, why most traders take blindly positional buy trades? Retail trader do this mistake. So meanwhile, if you like the content which I am sharing, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel to get many more videos, and don't miss out to turn on the notification. So most traders looking at this Apu, and price is trying to exhaust here, exhausted. Despite this exhaustion, buyers, big retail traders are positioning completely against the retail buyers who are expecting the price to move up, because despite of COVID rise, bank nifty is not drastically falling. After the Monday's down move, there was no drastic fall, but this is making more retail traders to think in the perspective. Despite of COVID rise, bank nifty is not falling so much, so that means the big players are positioning themselves as a buyer. Definitely no. Look at different time frame. When you get confusion in the auction, look at different time frame. This is clear obvious clue that buyers are being failed. Look at the attempt number 1, 2. This was again an time given for the buyers here to push the price up. Multiple attempt is getting failed. So obviously that if buyers are being failed in multiple attempts, so next who is there to dominate? Sellers are there to dominate the market. Even today I have posted a chart of lupin. Okay, so in this lupin chart I have also given a very important is, despite this was attempt number 1, 2, 3, multiple attempts, all these attempts, look at the attempt number 1 as had a decent volume. Next attempt, in comparing with the previous, there is a drop in volume, and in comparison with the third time there is a drop in volume. Price is multiple time is being stopped here. So try to understand, when multiple attempt price is being stopped at an exact location with multiple sellers attempt with dried volume, that is what I have marked here with an arrow, dried low volume. Now very important is, this is the same location where which buyers got exhausted. What I mentioned is last leg of buyers getting exhausted. Important here is now how buyers are reacting, whether they are really dominating the price towards upside or they are failing again. Try to understand this. If you look at, despite volumes, sellers are not interested. So this is clearly giving a clue. The first attempt is made from a different category seller, second attempt has been made from a different category seller, and third attempt is being made from a different categorized seller. So if you ask me the third attempt who is this sellers, I can give a clue that this might be retail traders, because this is the lowest volume zone despite price moving down. This might be the retail traders, that is late retail sellers, who is expecting, because attempt number 1, 2, price again trying to move up, getting a rejection. This might would have attracted retail traders to participate on the short side. This is giving a clue from the low volumes. So this is different categorized sellers coming at every single attempt. Try to understand, if a trending move has to come, different participant participating in the same stock at the same tight range, that means they are not interested to push the price on the direction which is being attempted, that is the direction is downside which is being attempted. But every single time there is different participants trying to come into the market, that is not a good sign.